Few YouTube channels experience the explosive growth of JCS Criminal Psychology. There are three secrets that this channel does extremely well that is responsible for the growth. The channel focuses on a blend of criminal psychology, law, and storytelling. Usually, a given video introduces a crime and leads the viewer through background info and key pieces of evidence. For example, this video here tells the story of a young lady that plotted the death of her own parents, and JCS goes through the initial 911 call, the questioning afterwards, the confession of the crime, and everything in between. It's fascinating for viewers to analyze situations like an initial questioning after knowledge of the fact that the person is guilty.
What, in your opinion, would cause people to target your house to think that there was a large quantity of money?
I'm not sure.
Now, you say your mom drives a Lexus.
It could be because of the aesthetics, yes.
What about your dad?
He drives a Mercedes and he loves that baby.
JCS videos have garnered tons of support, and it has sparked an entire new genre of these crime videos, with channels like these making similar videos. But as of right now, none are as good as JCS, and there are three secrets why. The first JCS secret is no intros. This one was learned over time though. Let's take a look at the worst performing video here, and let's see the intro of it. I'm gonna fast forward it, because this goes on for 40 plus seconds and then the video actually starts. There was no real content in that first 40 seconds. Now, let's take a look at his best performing video intro.
What makes the case of Jennifer Pan unique among others in the true crime genre is
The difference here is that the better video started immediately. It did not have some intro that most YouTubers think is necessary. People like putting intros because it's ingrained into our mind to have introductions to everything. It feels neat and polished, but it's pointless. It's a noisy world out there, and people's attention spans are short. To maximize the chances of a viewer sticking around for your video, there is no reason to have a traditional intro. Having an intro could be the difference between no views and 15 million views, as I just showed. An intro makes no sense no matter what type of video you make. If it's an entertaining video, just begin entertaining them without an intro to give the viewer what they're here for. If it's a how-to video, just show them how to do what they are searching for. Cut the intro out. It's important to remember this. The viewer clicked on your video because of your thumbnail and title, so give them what they clicked for and give it to them fast. Don't waste any time by making an intro or asking them to subscribe, like, or about how you're sorry for not posting videos more often, like some YouTubers do. Nobody cares. Again, the viewer clicked on your video because of your thumbnail and title, so give them what they clicked for and give it to them fast. We don't want this to happen. This drastic drop-off point instantly after the video begins. This happens when the viewers are not instantly getting what they clicked for. We want our analytics to more closely follow a trend line like this, and we do this by jumping right into the content. This is very important for the YouTube algorithm, and it's something that should not be taken lightly. Apart from having no intro, JCS skips meaningless parts of clips to keep the viewer engaged throughout. This is the second JCS secret. No fluff. Instead of boring the audience for 60 seconds, JCS will summarize what happened in about 5 seconds if it's not entertaining yet central to the plot of a video. This makes the viewer appreciative because it sets a precedent for what kind of channel this is. It reassures the viewer subconsciously that they will not be bored during any part of the video because the creator is conscious and careful to not bore you. This makes the video not skippable because the viewer knows that there is no fluff to be skipped. Let's take a look at an example here.
What I can remember is when I woke up, had some breakfast.
She practices on the piano, studies piano history, plays games on her phone, and speaks with her friends on Facebook during the morning hours. Her mom leaves.
Every second of a video is important to the context of a video, and there is not 1 second wasted without purpose. This is an important recipe for doing extremely well in the YouTube algorithm because we know the importance of watch time. These are not things you can fake or abuse in order to trick viewers into watching your videos. This level of video quality comes from truly putting the viewer experience first. Simply put, The video needs to be approached with a precise notion of viewer experience. That is, every single second is precious and accounted for. There's no point in asking the viewer to subscribe because that wastes 10 seconds that does not benefit the viewer. Ironically, when videos are made with this in mind, more people end up watching and subscribing. It's a secret that most creators do not get right, but if a creator internalizes this concept, the rewards are massive because your videos will stand out. Your videos and channel will be looked at as different. It all comes back to the first Clarity commandment. It's not about you, it's about the viewer. Next, one of the most intriguing parts about the videos are how they make the viewer feel. This is the third JCS secret. Make the viewer feel like an insider. When you watch a JCS video, you feel like you are receiving an exclusive insight that is generally not available to the public. This is a similar phenomenon to why people are intrigued at behind-the-scenes footage. By JCS pausing the video and providing insight that we would have otherwise missed, but a detective on the scene may have picked up on, we are intrigued because we are getting to witness the nuance of a professional without actually being that professional.
All this is very important, so take your time.
Jennifer's nonverbal communication up to this point has made sense, and the reflection of her mother's last moments seems to push her over the edge. It could be assumed the detective still considers Jennifer a victim at this moment, but in the next moment, he will start becoming suspicious.
This creates an addicting allure. We don't want to skip the video because we know these details will be missed. These instances make us feel smart, like we are insiders, and we learn things we may never have without watching this particular video. This is similar to Doug DeMuro, a YouTuber who reveals quirks of unique cars that are often overlooked. Here he is mentioning an insignificant detail about a nice car.
You can see there's no visibly obvious door handle. There's a big hole in here. You kind of feel around and eventually you feel a plastic door panel.
While something like this may not seem to be an important feature of a car, it provides a similar insider perspective that would only be available to the viewer if the viewer actually owned the car in real life. And this style attracts much of the car fan base for similar reasons to JCS. This kind of exclusivity is important to what makes JCS a great channel. People are begging and yearning for more videos. Implementing some of these tactics in your own videos can be the difference between your channel failing and it reaching a world-class level. Just remember, these tactics are not things you can fake. It's not some sort of checklist to tick off. Making great videos requires great research and a nuanced understanding of your audience. It can only be done with hard work, but when you do the real hard work, the results are limitless. To summarize, here's what we learned in this video. No intros. It wastes valuable time for the viewer. No fluff. Earn the viewer's trust that their attention will be rewarded. Do not waste even 1 second. Make the viewer feel like an insider. Giving viewers the feeling that they are witnessing something exclusive will elevate the appeal of your videos.